as the fog rolls out. No room for fear, no room for doubt. The sun comes climbing over Blue Ridge Hill. Everything below is peaceful and still. A new day rising on a brand new man, holding my life in my own two hands. Oh, I survived the valleys, survived the deep night, made it up the mountain to the morning light. Every tear I shed washed away a lie. Now I can look the world straight in the eye. Got a long way behind me, but the view right here is the sweetest thing I've seen in years. Oh, morning on the ridge, the sun's coming strong. I finally found where my heart belongs. The storm is over, the clouds are gone, singing my own quiet, peaceful song. Yeah, golden light washing over my face, living in the warmth of a simple grace. A deep breath of the mountain air. Smells like pine trees and answered prayers. The past is a ghost that I let go free. Future's just a path waiting for me. Walking down the hill with a steady stride, with peace in my heart and nothing to hide. Of time, you just stand in the light and you feel the sun, knowing the hardest part is done. Oh, morning on the ridge, the sun's coming strong. I finally found where my heart belongs. The clouds are gone, singing my own quiet, peaceful song. Yeah, golden light washing over my face, living in the warmth of a simple grace. Took off my work boots by the backwood steps, counted up the promises that I actually kept. Leather's all cracked, soles are worn real thin, carried me through places I won't go again. Walked through factories, walked through courts, paid my dues in all kinds of shorts. Ground felt hard when I was running fast, trying to make a heavy footprint last. Now I step out barefoot on the green backyard grass, feeling the cool earth as the hours pass. Soft ground holds you when you're tired and beat, giving sweet relief to a working man's feet. Heavy boots on a soft green earth, realizing what peace is worth. You don't gotta stop just to leave your mark. You can walk real gentle through the quiet dark. Yeah, lay down the leather, lay down the stride. Nothing left to prove, nothing left inside. Pine needles cushion every step I take, listening to the quiet sound the night bugs make. The world wants you hard, the world wants you tough, but being gentle to yourself is finally enough. No more heavy footsteps on a concrete floor, just soft green grass outside my kitchen door. Like the summer breezes, unclench your fists, let the hard edge go. The soft earth below is all you need to know. Heavy boots on a soft green earth, finally realizing what peace is worth. You don't gotta stop just to leave your mark. You can walk real gentle through the quiet dark. Yeah, lay down the leather, lay down the stride. Nothing left to prove, nothing left inside. Lay the boots down, cool grass, rest now. don't go to church like my mama said I should. Ain't always lived the way an honest man would. But I sit out here under the evening stars, looking at my life through these old scars. Don't say no words out loud no more. I just open up my heart's heavy front door. I used to ask God for wealth and fame, used to pray for luck to win at the game. Now my prayers are simple, my prayers are small, just asking for peace inside these wooden walls. Thanking the Lord for the breath in my chest and the quiet little moments when my heart can rest. Unspoken prayers floating up to the night. Don't need big words to make things right. The good Lord knows what a man's been through. He knows the dirt and the morning dew. Yeah, the quietest heart makes the loudest sound. When you're sitting real still on holy ground, smoke rising slow from the neighbor's chimney stack, no inclination to ever turn back. Forgave the folks who did me wrong, forgave myself for taking so long to realize the light was always inside. Nothing left to fear, nothing left to hide. To find your grace, you just need a quiet, humble place. Fold your hands or just bow your head. He hears the words that are never said. Unspoken prayers floating up to the night. Don't need big words to make things right. The good Lord knows what a man's been through. He knows the dirt and the morning dew. Yeah, the quietest heart makes the loudest sound. When you're sitting real still on holy ground, in the silence. Amen. I've seen white lines stretching to the edge of the sky, watched 100 different towns go rolling by, chasing after something I thought I had to find, leaving good women and good friends behind. Thought the next horizon had the answer to my soul. Just a foolish boy trying to play a man's role. Highway don't care if you're lonely or lost. It just takes your money and it counts up the cost. I slept in cheap motels with flickering lights, praying for redemption through the long dark nights. Got miles on my soul and asphalt in my veins, learning how to live through the losses and gains. Oh, the highway taught me how to sit real still, even when you're coasting down a steep, dark hill. It taught me that the destination ain't the goal. It's learning how to keep your own heart whole. Yeah, the road keeps stretching out wide and long, turning every sorrow into one quiet song. Now I pulled off the shoulder, turned off the lights, listening to the crickets in the southern night. The air smells like pine needles, warm, damp earth. Finally understanding what a quiet life is worth. No need to hit 75 no more. I found what I was chasing right outside my door. The sweet moments as they quickly pass. Slow down your heart, pull over to the side. You don't need to spend your whole life on a ride. Oh, the highway taught me how to sit real still, even when you're coasting down a steep, dark hill. It taught me that the destination ain't the goal. It's learning how to keep your own heart whole. Yeah, the road keeps stretching out wide and long, turning every sorrow into one quiet song. Turn off the lights, end of the road, peace at last. The wind quit howling about an hour ago, left the whole valley in a quiet glow. Trees aren't shaking, clouds aren't black, no more thunder running down the track. After the damage, after the sound, there's a strange kind of peace on this soaked ground. I spent my whole life living in the noise, shouting real loud with the other boys, fearing the quiet, fearing the calm, looking for a fight or looking for a bomb. Now the silence hits me like a warm, sweet coat, holding back the lump in my weathered throat. Oh, the stillness after the storm has passed is the only thing that's gonna ever last. When the roaring stops and the dust settles down, you find your true soul in a quiet town. Yeah, the storm took a lot, but it left me clean in the quietest space I've ever seen. Sun breaks through one golden ray, lighting up the remnants of yesterday. Broken fences can be built once more, new wood waiting by the barnyard door. Ain't no tragedy in starting brand new when the sky above you is a clear, clean blue. Making room for a peaceful day. Oh, the stillness after the storm has passed is the only thing that's gonna ever last. When the roaring stops and the dust settles down, you find your true soul in a quiet town. Yeah, the storm took a lot, but it left me clean in the quietest space I've ever seen. So quiet now, so clean. peace. Looked in the mirror early this morning time. Notice new lines around these eyes of mine. The dark black hair I had in my youth has turned to silver, telling me the truth. I don't mind the reflection standing right there. I paid a heavy price for every single silver hair. I spent my 20s fighting every fight I could see. Spend my 30s trying to change who I was supposed to be. My 40s brought the storm that brought me to my knees. Now I'm standing tall like them old oak trees. Don't care about the trophies sitting on the shelf. I'm finally at peace with my own simple self. There's silver in my hair, but there's gold in my heart. Took a whole lot of breaking just to find the best part. The shine on the outside might be fading away, but the treasure inside is here to stay. Yeah, silver on my head, gold in my soul, gold in my soul, gold in my soul. It took a long time to make this broken man whole. Young men talk loud, trying to prove their worth. Old men walk soft on this good green earth. We know the sun gonna rise, know the sun gonna set. No time for anger, no time for regret. I sit on this rocking chair, watching the evening fade, proud of every single honest choice I made. Maturity's the sunrise, bringing soft warm light. I I wouldn't trade this wisdom for a million young days. I like who I am, I like my quiet ways. There's silver in my hair, but there's gold in my heart. Took a whole lot of breaking, just to find the best part. The shine on the outside, might be fading away, but the treasure inside, oh, is here to stay. Yeah, silver on my head, gold in my soul, gold in my soul, gold in my soul. It took a long time to make this broken man whole. Gold in my heart, pure and deep, soul at ease. Ah! 3 o'clock morning, kitchen table light, watching the raindrops wash away the night. Mug in my hand, coffee done gone cold, thinking about the stories that never got told. Used to worry about tomorrow, worry about yesterday, watching all my young years drift away. I gave my sweat to a factory line, gave my best years to a ticking clock's time. Thought money in the bank was the measure of a man, till I ended up holding empty sand. Now I sit right here in this quiet little room, listening to the rain sweep away the gloom. Cold coffee and midnight rain, a little bit of peace inside the quiet pain. I don't need the world to call out my name. I stepped off the wheel, I quit playing the game. Just a mug in my hand and rain on the glass, watching the heavy shadows pass. Clock on the wall, ticking slow and deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. I don't hold no grudges, I don't harbor no hate. Left them heavy burdens sitting at the gate. The air feels sweeter than it's ever been. Opening the window, letting autumn in. the cup goes cold, you just pour it away and get yourself ready for a brand new day. Yeah. Cold coffee and midnight rain, a little bit of peace inside the quiet pain. Just a mug in my hand and rain on the glass, watching the heavy shadows pass. Rain on the roof, coffee's cold, heart is warm. Old pickup truck parked down by the fence. Spent 20 years trying to make some sense out of words I should have said and things I left behind. Working all day long just to ease my mind. Time turns to rust when left out in the rain. Time does the same thing to a whole lot of pain. I used to hold my pride like a loaded gun, ready to shoot before the damage was done. Now I see the damage was a pride I held tight, keeping me awake in the middle of the night. Now the engine is cold, but the metal holds strong. I know where I went right, I know where I went wrong. Oh, rust takes the shine, but it leaves the steel. Teaches a man how to truly feel. You can pin me down, but you can't make me break. I paid for every single misstep and mistake. Yeah, iron and rust, blood and bone, building up a kingdom on a quiet cobblestone. The wind blows sweeping through the cottonwood trees, brings a little cool air to my tired knees. I watch the sun go down, painting purple on the hill. Every single shadow sitting calm and sitting still. Ain't no shame in the way It just means you lived, it just means you were there. Up a life that's been lived in the dirt. You just wear your scars right underneath your shirt. And when the night comes crawling real slow, you thank the Lord for everything you know. Oh, rust takes the shine, but it leaves a steel. Teaches a man how to truly feel. You get beat me down, but you can't make me break. I paid for every single misstep and mistake. Yeah, iron and rough, blood and bone, building up a kingdom on a quiet cobblestone. Steel in my back, rust on my hand, just a weathered old man. Mississippi River, rolling wide and slow, doesn't rush around, knows where it's gotta go. Twists through the mud, bends around the bend, carrying water to the ocean's end. I spend my life trying to push the stream, exhausting myself chasing somebody else's dream. Trying to climb rocks that weren't mine to climb, wasting my spirit, wasting my time, fighting the current, swimming upstream, waking up tired from a broken dream. Now I just lay back and let the water flow, trust in the places where I'm meant to go. The river knows the way to the deep blue sea. It don't struggle, it just sets itself free. Stop fighting the tide, let the water carry you through the dark muddy banks to the sky so blue. Yeah, relax your mind, let the current sway. The river knows, the river knows the way. Willow tree branches dipping down so low, watching the water in its steady flow. What's meant for you will find your shore. You don't have to break down every heavy door. Just keep on floating. Keep your heart afloat. You're the master of your own little boat. Keeps moving, steady and smooth, finding its own natural groove. Oh, the river knows the way to the deep blue sea. It don't struggle, it just sets itself free. Stop fighting the tide, let the water carry you through the dark, muddy banks to the sky so blue. Yeah, relax your mind. Let the current sway. The river knows. The river knows the way. Just let it flow. Let it carry you home. Screen door squeaks against the morning chill. Half a cup of black coffee sitting on the sill. The storm hit hard, tore the oak tree down, left a trail of broken branches all across this town. I watched the rain fall heavy on the rusted tin roof. Every single drop was living, breathing proof. I spent too many years fighting with the wind, trying to fix the roads where I'd already been. Got dust on my boots, got calluses on my hands, learning how to stand on shifting muddy lands. The lightning cleared, left a empty gray sky. Now I don't ask the thunder for a reason why. Oh, the river ran high and washed the bridge away, left me stranded in the dark, waiting for the day. Now the water's settling down, cold and clear. I lost a whole lot of time, but I found myself right here. Yeah, the mud begins to dry, clear skies above. Learning what to let go, learning how to love. Shadows grow long across the gravel drive. Ain't looking for a miracle, just glad to be alive. The scars on my knuckles tell the story real well of every single night I spent inside my own hell. Now the air feels clean, the air feels soft and low. Got nowhere to rush to, nowhere left to go. Silence ain't an enemy, silence is a friend. It shows you where you're broken, and it shows you how to mend. You can't stop the rain from coming down hard. You just build a porch and watch it from the yard. Oh, the river ran high and washed the bridge away, left me stranded in the dark, waiting for the day. Now the water's settling down, cold and clear. I lost a whole lot of time, but I found myself right here. Yeah, the mud begins to dry, clear skies above. I'm standing in the light of what I'm made of. No more storm to chase, just a quiet space. Lord, I'm finally home. Midnight on Route 66, Rain shining on the street, neon sign flickers out with a darkened asphalt meet. Tires humming low, driving slow through the mist, counting up the simple things in this life I missed. Radio plays an old song, low and out of tune, driving toward the shadow of a cold November moon. I carried heavy baggage for 1,000 long miles, traded in my quiet peace for temporary smiles. Burned down the bridges right behind my own back, running real hard down a one-way track. Now my hands on the wheel don't tremble no more, heading back to the shelter of that cedar wood door. Leave the porch light on, let it cut through the dark. I'm coming home with a worn-out heart, not broken no more, just shaped by the road, ready to lay down this heavy old load. Yeah, the porch light's burning, soft and warm, a quiet little beacon at the end of the storm. The front yard smells like wet pine and grass. I can see my own reflection in the window glass, heavier around the eyes, silver in my hair. But there's a peace in my chest that was never there. Stepping off the gravel, stepping on the wood, finally understanding what I never understood. He's scared of the night, and no man sits down and waits for the light. I ain't running no more, I'm right where I belong, listening to the wind, playing old quiet song. Leave the porch light on, let it cut through the dark. I'm coming home with a worn-out heart, not broken no more, just shaped by the road, ready to standing at the edge of the open pasture land, watching the oak tree where the old house used to stand. The house fell down when the hard winds blew, but that old oak tree just grew and grew, deep roots holding on to the Georgia clay, standing tall through every storm that came its way. I've seen men break when the money got tight. I've seen men run in the middle of the night. I almost ran myself back in '99, when I thought I'd reached the end of my life. But I looked at that tree standing out in the freeze, and I learned how to bend with the heavy breeze. Oh, the oak tree stands through the winter and the rain, teaches a man how to rise above the pain. You can lose your leaves, you can lose your bark, but the roots run deep in the heavy dark. Yeah, the storm can howl, the storm can blow. In the deepest soil is where you learn to grow. Sun's coming up, warm light on the leaves, birds building nests under green oak eaves. What lost its beauty in the winter snow is coming back stronger with a quiet glow. Life don't end when the branches break, it's just preparing for the rise you gotta make. Until the hurricane stops. If you wanna survive when the sky turns black, put your roots in the dirt and don't